Hey everybody, welcome once again to the Craft Brew Crew. I am your buddy Brad, here to wrap up my testimony during my Colorado microbrewery tour here very recently. The first trip I made was to Fort Collins, Colorado, and I checked out 3 different breweries. The very first one I went to was the very popular New Belgium Brewery, of course very famous for their Fat Tire Ale. They've also got a number of other drinks there, and I sampled 2 other ones. One of them was their Coconut Curry Hefeweizen, and I got to tell you, I'm always intrigued by beers that have coconut in them, and this one was no different. I'd love to try it again, but unfortunately it seems it's not available in stores anywhere, and apparently only there at the New Belgium Brewery in Fort Collins. The second beer that I tried was their Fall Classic Pump Kick, a pumpkin fall seasonal beer, and I got to tell you, I wasn't terribly impressed with that little sampler that I had of it. It may have been because I had the coconut one before it, but it was not a good start. But I do promise to give it a full 12-ounce bottle review here in the very near future next month. The next brewery that I went to was Odell. I tried several beers there on a sampler platter, and I won't name them all here right now. None of them really hit home with me very hard, unfortunately. I've loved a few other Odell drinks before. 90 Shilling is a great Scottish type ale, and I've also enjoyed their Mercenary as well. But these really didn't do it for me. I mean, one of them was a double pilsner, an imperial pilsner, and I don't know, it just didn't really do it for me. But I did have their Odell Hop Fountain Saison, and that was the best drink that I had there. I tried a sample of that as well. So, and I got an Odell keychain. So, and thirdly, I went to Fort Collins Brewery, just down the street from Odell Brewery in Fort Collins, Colorado, and that's where I had my 2 favorite beers in Fort Collins. I had their Hoptitude Imperial Extra Pale Ale. I really liked it. Very earthy. And it was just fantastic. I wish I could buy that in a bottle somewhere here in the Kansas City area because it's good stuff. And I also had Fort Collins Brewery, their Double Bock, and that was also very good. And I had a couple of those and ended up having some dinner there as well at their restaurant. So, hey, 3rd time's a charm, Fort Collins Brewery. Thank you very much. Now, the next place I went to was Colorado Springs, and I hit 3 breweries that night as well. The very first place was a very, very cool place, a brand new place called Smiling Toad Brewery. And I met a whole bunch of guys there that were fantastic. There was Andy and Jonathan and Lauren and gosh, it was a fantastic time there. And then Biff, the brewer, and the owner was there, as was Fred, the master brewer, and we all had a fantastic time just kind of chit-chatting and talking. And my favorite beer of theirs there was their Irish Ale, and it was fantastic, and I strongly suggest you check out Smiling Toad Brewery sometime in the near future if you're in the Colorado Springs area. They're a bunch of nice guys, and it's not like a lot of other breweries where you walk in and just don't feel welcome. Also went to Rocky Mountain Brewery and enjoyed discussing some things with Dwayne, the owner there. He's a nice guy, and he helped me out with a few things. And also enjoyed their Dirt Lobster Brown Ale. That's right, they told me about this one at Smiling Toad Brewery. It was a lobster mushroom brown ale. Wasn't so sure about it, but I gave it a try. It was okay, something different. I had to try it. I'm not a big mushroom fan, but it was okay. Can't complain about it. And finally, the last place I went to was Great Storm Brewing in Colorado Springs, and had their Great Storm Brewing 7 Wolves IPA was on CO2. And so I had a great time in Colorado. So many other breweries there to check out. If you ever get to Colorado, you got to wander around there. And also, before we let you go, my best and our best here at the Craft Brew Crew to everybody in Colorado who's experiencing problems with the floods. I know some of the breweries have had to shut down for a few days there as well. So all of our best to our friends in the Rocky Mountain West. For the Craft Brew Crew, I'm Brad. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.